invite myself to dinner, I bring my own lasagna.
Well, you didn't have to do that. Helen could have cooked us some dinner.
I also brought a big problem about Nancy. She is very scared.
Is this about Tony?
It's all about Tony. Something's very wrong.
Mac is worried, too. He's tried to find out more about Tony's background, but he hasn't unearthed anything that the police don't already know.
Well, maybe Nancy knows something that they don't. I thought if the whole family got together that, we could show her that we were concerned, and she might tell us what it is.
Well, Adam is part of the family. Do you want me to invite Adam and MJ?
Yeah, it's worth a try. If she sees that we want to help her, she might open up to him, too.
Okay. Adam and MJ are probably still at the police station.
Make it look very natural, okay? Nancy does not like to be bulldozed.
Well, who in this family does? We're concerned about her. We love her very much. Maybe she understands that. She'll tell us why she's so frightened.
Hi, Lisa. Hi. I see Adam gave you the grand tour. Yeah, it's quite an operation. Yeah. Well, the task force is really understaffed. We're glad that you can help us out.
Well, I hope I can help.
About the department and hire a psychic. Look, if she can help us find the killer, I'm all in favor of it.
Lisa, hi. How come they haven't put your name on the door yet?
Jamie, we're trying to get some work done here, all right?
Well, excuse me, Adam, so am I. I just got through examining one of your prisoners in my new examination room down the hall, okay?
How convenient.
Yeah.
Listen, I want you to get the file with the classified clues for Lisa. I want her to take a look at it, will you?
Okay.
You, had any feelings yet about the killer?
Look, Jamie, Lisa's not to talk to any members of the press or anybody else for that matter. Anything that happens in this office is strictly confidential.
Yes,
is clear?
Sir. Sergeant Corey's office. Mom. Hi.
All right. Look, here are the clues that have not been released to the public. This should give you a better sense of the killer.
Excuse me, everybody. My mother is inviting all of us hard-working folk down to her place for dinner tonight.
Ooh, as long as it doesn't come in a brown paper bag, I'm all for it.
She wants to speak to you, Adam. No, Mom. Before I forget, I'm bringing Lisa, remember? Okay. Rachel? Lisa, listen, I've got to check on something in the hospital. So, why don't we meet at the Corey's house, okay?
Fine. Oh, Jamie?
We want you to know, Adam, this is more than just a dinner invitation.
Oh?
Yeah, it's about Nancy. That's what we really want to talk about. We're really concerned about her.
I just can't imagine where it could have gone.
Are you calling Tony again?
No, this isn't like him at all. I mean, it's as if he dropped off the face of the earth or something.
Something's wrong?
No, I've just got to talk to him, that's all.
Sounds pretty important.
Hey, look, it's between me and Tony, all right? I was just asking. I'm sorry. I'm really tired, Sarah. Tired? You look exhausted, Nancy. You've been running around, sure, snapping at everyone. I know I am. I'm sorry. It's okay. You look like you need help. Is something wrong? No. Yes. There's something wrong. Something is very wrong. But I've got to give Tony a chance to make sense of all of this before I risk losing him. Forever. What? I have to talk to Greg alone, okay? Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry I frightened you.
Okay, everything frightens me now. Listen, did you find Tony?
No. Did you, any luck?
No, I looked everywhere. What are we going to do, Greg?
Like I said all along, I think we should call Adam, okay?
No!
Nancy, the police are more...
Look, we cannot turn Tony over to the police. What if we're wrong about everything?
Why does he have a secret apartment? You know, he's probably leading a double life.
We have got to give Tony a chance to explain himself before we call the police, all right?
You're still not convinced, are you?
I can't just turn my back on somebody who meant so much to me. Somebody I love so much.
Love? Using the past tense? Does that mean that...
I don't know. I don't know what it means. All I know is that I could be wrong about Tony being the killer. And if I am, if I go to the police, you're never going to forgive me, Greg.
Oh, do you care what he thinks anyway?
I do care. We are not going to call the police until I find Tony, okay?
Okay. All right, I'll try to go look for him.
No, I'm going to come with you. I'm off duty now, and I'm not just going to sit around here and do nothing. Look, you go out the back. I'll reach out.
All right.
One special of the day coming up.
Beautiful. You can leave the menu. I may want dessert.
Well, I guess you're pretty glad not to be a suspect in the stalker case anymore, huh?
I'll tell Adam Corey that.
What?
Nothing. Just feed me.
Right. Tell me what. Here, I'm leaving. Oh, here. Here's the table 5. Mary's place. Oh, hi, Rachel. No, Nancy just left. Rachel, I think maybe you ought to have a talk with her. I think she's coming apart at the seams, and I think it's over Tony.
Yes, okay, thanks, honey, I will. Bye-bye. That was Sarah. She says that Nancy's on her way home, and she's worried about her, too.
What'd she say?
She says that Nancy seems very upset. She thinks it's about Tony.
See what I mean?
Did Nancy say anything at all to you about it, Ada?
She didn't have to. Everybody in Mary's place heard what was going on with her and Tony and Greg.
What does Greg have to do with it?
Greg showed up at Mary's place the other day and accused Tony of buying those ink pads that the killer uses.
How did he come up with that?
Well, I don't know. He must have followed him. Greg said Tony was lying, and Tony said Greg was lying, and pretty soon they're accusing each other of being the killer.
Greg's still in love with Nancy, isn't he?
That's what it's all about. That good old green-eyed monster, jealousy. The way Greg and Tony were going at it, it's got to end up in violence.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe that explains the 2 stories that Nancy gave us.
What story?
Tony called this morning, and he asked me about my back.
Your back?
Yeah, apparently Nancy had told him that my back was out, and that's why she had to stay at the house here and help me. But what she told me was that she and Tony had had a fight, and that's why she needed to be with us.
What Nancy needs right now is for her family to let her know that we are concerned and that we love her.
And for her to tell us the truth so we can help her before this thing blows up in her face.
I'm sure Matt and Rachel won't mind being here tonight.
Mine, are you kidding? They're going to be letting a lot of...
Well, I mean, it sounds like more of a family thing, and they don't know me very well.
Well, I want them to get to know you better.
Well, what if I get there before you do? What should I say?
Hi, I'm Lisa Grady.
I mean, will they know I am there?
Yeah, to eat. You are really self-conscious about this, aren't you?
No. Well, it's your mother.
Well, she's the one who invited you. Besides, she's always been on my case to bring home a nice girl, and you're perfect for that.
Did she like those other girls?
What other girls?
Queenie and Dixie and Dinah.
Oh, those girls.
Yeah, who are they?
Oh, there's some terrific ladies. You're going to meet them tonight.
They'll be there?
Always.
Who are they, relatives?
No, I doubt that.
Friends?
Very good friends. Oh, yes. We run around a lot together.
What's so funny?
Well, they just happen to be horses, you know. We run around together a lot together.
Queenie, Dixie, and Dinah are horses.
Had you going for a while, didn't I?
Oh, you're really funny, aren't you?
I would like to go riding tonight on this thing. I mean, it's beautiful out there. Lilacs and dogwoods and bloom. Terrific.
Sounds nice. I've never been riding at night.
It'd be nice to share something completely new with you.
I'll see you later.
Great. Oh, and Lisa, I really am glad you come back.
Brandon.
Oh, good, you're back. Here's a list of the evidence that we've drawn up about the killer.
He, good boy candy bars? Yeah, he evidently has quite a sweet tooth. Strange you pick up something called good boy. It gets a lot stranger. Have you shown it in nursery rhyme?
Came in over the computer.
Nursery rhymes and candy bars. Like a child.
Precisely.
Adam, we better get going if we're going to make it over to Mac and Rachel's.
Listen, you're going to Rachel's tonight, too, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Good, we can talk about this, there.
Interesting how she picked up on the childishness right away.
Yeah. She didn't work out really well. Val, great. What'd you get at the search of the alley behind Mary's place? Not much, just this. What do you know?
Somebody's been playing tic-tac-toe on that fence opposite Mary's place.
Tic-tac-toe. It's a game a child would play.
Adam, lots of people play tic-tac-toe. I really wouldn't call that evidence.
I would. And if I know our killer, the way he thinks, the way he operates, this could prove my theory. This guy spent days lurking behind that fence at Mary's place, watching his victims.
Playing tic-tac-toe?
He's a voyeur. This is the way he passes his time.
Adam, don't you think it could have possibly been done by kids in the alley?
No, I got it. Look at this. Look. The marks on the fence are, well, here. They're 5, 6 feet off the ground.
So maybe the kid stood on a trash can.
Why would he go to all that trouble with this room down below?
I don't know. It's just too bizarre.
No, it fits. This guy's into childish things, candy bars, the printing set. Fits.
Okay. All right. Supposing you're right. Supposing the killer did scratch those marks on the fence, and supposing he did lurk for days behind Mary's place, what difference does it make? It still doesn't tell us anything about who he is other than what we already know.
Now it tells me something. These little games of tic-tac-toe tell me something. This guy spent a long time waiting behind that fence. It tells me he's patient. A watcher. He watches his victims. He gets their schedule. And when there's nothing to watch, this is the way he entertains himself. Look at this. X. The X's always seem to win. Who are the X's? The men? Are they the killer? And the O's? Who are they? Women? The victims? Maisie? Nancy? Cheryl? Quinn? Quinn? The killer. The killer spent time playing tic-tac-toe. Child's game.
Is that what this is to that guy? A game?
I'm afraid so.
That's at the stakes. The stakes are people's lives.
Thanks, Travis. I'll take that.
Very good, Mums. Helen is still working on the foie gras.
Well, this will keep us going.
What are you doing?
I'm setting out the appetizers.
Appetizers with lasagna?
Rachel's a creature of habit.
What's wrong with a few hors d'oeuvres?
What's that? Salmon mousse?
And what's that?
Caviar.
With lasagna. Wonderful.
A multifaceted dinner for a multifaceted family.
Nice try, guys. But I'm still worried about Nancy. She left Mary's place an hour ago.
I'm sure she'll be here any minute, Edith.
I just don't want her to go to the apartment. I don't want her to be alone with Tony.
Do you really think that Tony is the Sim stalker?
Well, why not? You think the killer's going to walk around with a sign on him that says, I am the killer?
He just doesn't seem to be the type.
What's the type? He was so quiet. He was such a nice young man, and he's got the whole family buried in a cellar.
I thought you liked Tony.
I have my suspicions about him.
Like what?
Well, like the whole thing with Nancy happened too fast.
What was love at first sight?
And why does Tony get all this inside information about the killer?
The killer sends him notes.
But why Tony?
He's a very good reporter. I think he's an honorable young man.
I thought you had doubts about him, too.
Well, naturally, since the police have him down as a suspect, I'm bound to have some doubts.
Well, then don't defend him. You sound like Nancy. Look at the mess she's in.
We still have no hard evidence
I
against him.
just have this feeling. I don't want her to be with Tony. I don't trust him, and you shouldn't either.
I think we should give him the benefit of the doubt.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, darling. Hi. Where's Lisa?
Isn't she here?
No, I thought you were bringing her.
Oh, I had to stop by the hospital, and she had some work to finish up at the police station, so we agreed to meet here.
You invited Lisa for dinner, and you didn't bring her with you?
Times have changed.
They sure have. And
Not for the better. I'll call her and see if she's left yet.
Lilac and dogwood. I'm sorry I lost it before.
Is this another apology?
I didn't mean to make a scene.
What scene? I didn't see any scene. You confided in me. That's all.
Oh, you don't need to hear all my problems.
That is right. Don't you see? I want to listen to your problems.
Why?
Why not? I mean, when people care about each other, they share all sorts of things.
Well, I didn't need to go on and on like that.
No, but you should have. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you felt comfortable enough to open up to me like that. You could talk to me anytime. Anytime you want. You feel the need to get something off your chest. I'm here. You remember that. I'm always here.
I appreciate that.
And for you, I might even make house calls.
I may even take you up on that. It's a little chilly out here.
What brings you down here, Zach?
This case.
Jack, look, I understand what you must be going through, and I know how frustrated you must feel, but we can't release information about this case.
We're already doing everything we can.
Well, you could do more if you had more people helping you.
Well, with the budget cutbacks, I'm afraid we're limited to a 10-man task force. You need more help. We can't hire anybody without the money to pay for them.
Well, what about volunteers?
Volunteers? Somehow I don't think the commissioner would go for that.
Why not? Look, I was an MP in the Army. I was trained in police methods. asking, what if other people like myself, who had some training in police work, offered their services to take over certain time-consuming jobs?
I could sure use some help with the paperwork.
Hey, that's just what I mean. Look, I could manage flow charts, track telephone records, hysterical leads about the killer being in Aunt Sadie's garden, stuff like that.
Well, I sure spend a lot of time on the phone. I don't need to, that's for sure.
Okay, well, then let me help.
Well, listen, thanks, Dak. I
Look,
appreciate
no,
it, but-
I'm not taking no for an answer, man. Look, I want to get that. Look, I have to be part of this thing.
You ever been deputized?
Yeah, when I was MP in the Army.
Adam, the commissioner is not going to go for this.
Hey, look, why not? Look, the commissioner's taking a lot of slack. This case should have been over a long time ago. You're understaffed, you're overworked, and doggone it, it shouldn't be that way. Look, maybe if I had come in here and offered to do something sooner, this guy would be behind bars. And Quentin wouldn't have had... Look, I love that woman. She was good and strong, and she had a lot to live for. I mean, to die like that, there's so much to live for. Look, somebody's got to pay for this. So am I going to be a part of it or not?
Listen, I'll talk to the commissioner about it.
Thanks. Somebody's got to pay for this.
We'll get him back. Don't worry.
Poor Zach. He must be feeling so helpless. You know what? Maybe it's not such a bad idea, you know? Volunteer.
I'll see. We better get going.
You know what? Rachel wants to ask you about Nancy.
I think it's more about Tony than it is about Nancy.
You think Nancy's starting to distrust Tony?
There's plenty of reasons.
I thought you were starving.
Oh, no. No, it was great.
You hardly touched it. What are you doing, writing a great American novel?
That would be easy. I'm trying to write a letter to my mom.
Oh, no, I know what that's like. The worst ones are always, "Dear Mom, please send money letters." You know, I would try to slip it in real subtle, like, "The weather's great, how's Uncle Frank?" I sure could use $50.
Well, did it work?
No, Mom would write back, "Uncle Frank is fine, I'm broke."
Well, I'm not writing to ask for money. I'm just trying to say well, I'm just sort of writing a thank you note.
Oh, did you get what you asked for?
Yeah, and I didn't even have to ask for it.
All right. You keep in touch with your mom?
Well, neither one of us are great letter writers.
Well, she must be pretty happy you're not a suspect in the stalker case anymore.
Sarah, I hate to break this to you, but the cops still think of me as a suspect in all of the murders except for Quinn's.
Oh, Nancy, I didn't know you were coming back. Rachel called and... Sarah, please, I've got a telegram for you to send. You know, I don't know where Tony could be. I mean, we looked everywhere for him, Craig.
I don't know either, hon.
As if he disappeared into thin air.
Well, maybe he's on story.
No, it's his day off. I know that.
Well, Matt could have sent him out for an assignment or something.
No, but I think he would have told me, Greg.
Could have been last minute. Why don't you ask Mac and find out?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to call him.
Well, I think you should go over to the quarry.
Why?
Oh, you can't find Tony, and I just feel safer if you're at Mac and Rachel's.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'll keep looking.
All right, all right. Promise me one thing, though. You'll call me the minute you find him.
I promise. But if I don't, the plan stays the same, okay? We're going to meet at Tony's apartment and wait for him. If he doesn't show up, I'll call Adam.
Please, Greg, I'd rather talk to him first.
I don't see why, Nancy. He's just going to deny it.
Because I'm still not 100% sure, Greg.
Nancy, you know the truth. You just don't want to face it, that's all.
You don't understand how difficult this is for me, do you?
I'm sorry. I'm just worried about you, Nancy. I love you. I always have. Yeah. I'm going to call you at the Corey's later, all right?
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Take care.
Rachel, it's Lisa Grady.
Oh, hello, Lisa. What's happened to you, sweetie? We're expecting you.
My car broke down.
Oh, no.
What's wrong? You okay?
Yeah, her car broke down.
Lisa, hi. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My car isn't, though.
We got worried about you when you didn't show up. Where are you?
I'm about half a mile north of the Austin Avenue intersection. It's pretty woodsy around here.
I know exactly where that is. Now, just stay in your car, and I'll be right there. Bye. I'll be right back. Can I help you, ma'am?
Now the next part of Another World.
Your car broke, huh?
Yeah, but a friend of mine is coming to help me, and he'll be here soon.
I saw you stop. I live there.
Really?
Through the trees. Nice. Real quiet. What happened to your car?
I'm not sure. A lot of smoke came out of it, so I stopped.
That's not smoke. That's steam. The smell. Smoke smells, well, like smoke.
You're right. I guess it's just overheated.
Your car probably needs some water. I'll need to take a look.
Okay. You don't really have to go through your trouble.
I'd like to help.
What do you think is keeping Adam and MJ?
I hope they didn't change their mind about coming.
What, Mr. Dinner at the Corey Mansion? You gotta be kidding. Hi.
I'm sorry. Every time we try to leave the office, you guys know that.
How's the investigation coming? Any new leads?
Yeah, we're following up on some things, but your star reporter, Tony Carlisle, will probably dig them up sooner than later.
Okay.
They'll end up being splashed all over the front page of the newspaper.
Don't start, Adam.
Look, you gotta do something about this guy, Mac.
I was hoping that you'd do something about him.
Like what?
Like find out what he's doing that's scaring Nancy.
What's the matter with Nancy?
Nancy is terrified of Tony.
Oh, come on, Mom. We're not sure of that.
Well, I am. I just think she found out something that makes her think that Tony is the real killer.
Did she say that?
Well, no, not in so many words. But she's holding something back. When I went to her apartment the other day, she was very nervous about Tony.
Where is she now? We don't know. We're expecting her here for dinner.
Ada, when did all this start?
Well, she got worried when Greg accused Tony of buying those ink pads that the killer uses.
Well, Greg told me about that, but he didn't have any proof.
And we have to remember Greg is also a suspect.
And he hates Tony. And Nancy is scared.
What about that lady, Christine?
She swears that Tony killed her sister.
Well, I checked that out, and there was no proof of that either, Ada.
Adam, I am not being hysterical. Nancy is acting very strange about Tony.
We don't think you're hysterical, Ada. We just need to know if there's anything specific Nancy told you.
No, it's just something I sense.
Yes, I sense the same thing. She stayed here last night. It's clear that something's going on with Nancy that she doesn't want to talk about.
And she and Greg have been together constantly lately.
That must be making Tony angry.
I don't think he even knows about it.
Well, Greg's been doing his best to try and prove Tony the stalker. Maybe he's convinced Nancy somehow.
No, she wouldn't just take his word for it. She'd want evidence. Now, what if she got some?
No, she's a pretty level-headed girl. If she found some hard evidence about Tony, she'd bring it straight to the police. That I know.
Should be here, but...
I just went for a ride with Greg, that's all.
Well, you know you'd be better off not hanging out with any of the suspects from this case.
Hi, Adam. MJ, hello. What am I surprised? I didn't expect to see you here.
Nancy, we were very worried about you.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I guess I should have called first.
Look, Nancy, we know there's something going on with you. We should...
I'd like to speak to you for a minute.
Certainly.
Oh, excuse us, please.
I was right. Steam.
Is it serious?
I don't think so. Probably ought to take the radiator cap off. Have you got a rag in the car? The cap will be real hot.
There's a towel. I used it in there.
I don't want to burn my fingers.
What's not?
I burned my fingers once. It hurt real bad. But don't worry, it's okay.
No.
Really, don't be
No.
scared.
No. Like, did Tony have a special assignment or something?
No. Why?
I was just wondering.
You haven't heard from him recently?
No, I haven't seen him all day, and we were supposed to spend some time together.
Nancy, is something wrong?
Mac, I need to get in touch with him. That's all.
Well, he did call the newspaper earlier.
He did? From where?
I don't know. The message was he won't be in until tomorrow.
Too late?
Too late for what? Nancy, why do you need to get in touch with him so badly?
I just told you because I need to talk to him.
What for?
That's between me and Tony, Mom.
We want to help you, Nancy.
Honey, something's upsetting you.
What is this, an interrogation or something? I mean, is that why the police are here? We're here because we care about you, Nancy. We don't want to see you hurt.
Look, we can all tell if something is wrong.
Right.
Now, is it Tony?
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous.
Now, if you know something, you can tell us.
No, you're all making too much out of this. There's nothing going on.
We just want to help you, Nancy.
Honey, talk to us. I'm all right.
Look, you can't go anywhere by yourself. You could be in danger.
I am fine. Would you all please leave me alone?
Where are you
I
going?
am going out on the terrace because I want to be by myself. Adam, what if she tries to leave?
Nancy. Hey, Sarah.
Sarah.
Dad,
Nice.
nothing. I just... the place really emptied out, didn't it?
You look pretty nervous.
Me? No, why?
You just jumped a mile when I touched you then.
Well, I wasn't expecting someone to come up behind me.
You afraid of me, Sarah?
Afraid? Why would I be afraid of you?
Well, you being a pretty single woman, along with someone who's suspecting a stalker case.
Don't be crazy. I mean, I was...
Well, go ahead, say it. Say it. I make you nervous.
No.
Look, I saw the look on your face when I told you I was still a suspect in that stalker stuff. Ever since I got arrested, people are looking at me like I got 3 heads.
That's not true, Chad.
Well, look at how you just reacted.
I'm sorry. I was...
I'm reading in the papers where you're no longer a suspect in Quinn's death. Yeah, that's right. But don't think you're off the hook. Look, man, the cops cleared me of that. Cops make mistakes. Cops don't have the same personal stake in this that I do. And I promise you, if you did it, I'm gonna make you pay. can imagine what you'd like to do. But I didn't kill anybody. You know, I don't know about you, man. But something in my gut tells me that there's some untold story rattling about Chad Rollo. And I'm not going to rest till I find out what it is. Lisa? Lisa! I wonder where she got to. Lisa?
Adam, I'd like to be left alone for a few minutes, please.
I'd like to stay.
Why? What do you think I'm going to do? Run away? Mean I have to wear handcuffs during dinner, Adam?
Look, you can make jokes if you want to. But there's something going on here, and I want to know what it is.
There's nothing going on.
What about you and Greg?
Nothing. He's an old friend, Adam.
Where's Tony?
I don't know.
You live with him, and you don't know where he is? And meanwhile, you're hanging out with your ex-boyfriend who you know hates Tony's guts?
This is none of your business,
Yes, it
Adam.
is my business. Now, what's going on here? Ada thinks that you are scared to death of Tony. Why? Come here. Come on, sit down. Sit down. Now look, I know how you feel about Tony. When you love somebody, naturally you want to protect them. Nancy, there are people who love you. There are people who want to protect you. Now, if Tony has done something...
I don't know what he's done yet.
What do you mean, yet?
Forget it, Adam.
Are you putting yourself in danger?
No, I can take care of myself.
Answer me. What's going on here? Listen, you know something that I don't know? Look, Nancy, this is the bottom line, all right? You're like a sister to me. Do you know that? But if you were hiding something, if you have some information about Tony, and you're not giving it to me, information that's important to this stalker case, I'll run you in the same as anybody else. If you're still alive for me to do it.
There you go.
Thank you. What is this?
Open it.
Dear Jack, I want to tell you I'm not afraid of you. Sorry I treated you like that. I think you're a pretty decent guy. Just thought I'd write you a note. And see, I didn't even ask for your money. Your friend, Sarah.
My letter writing's a little rusty.
Your letter writing is terrific. Thanks, I needed that.
Hey, I meant to friend part at the end. Everybody can use one.
Yeah, I could use one. I might take you up on that offer.
Anytime. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're all alone in the world. I don't like anybody to feel like that.
Including yourself?
Maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll be your friend if you be my friend. That way, neither one of us will ever get lonely. What do you say?
Sounds like a deal to me, huh?
You're okay, you know that?
How are you? Well, I guess I'll get you that coffee.
No. I'll pick her in a sec. I really have to be going myself. So thanks.
Sure, anytime.
Jason's phone, is she?
He's the phone at the bar. I'm gonna give him in today.
So, Mac, this is Greg Houston. Greg? Is Nancy there? I've got to talk to her. It's about Tony. Lisa! 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 I won't hurt you.
This part of Another World was brought to you by light-tasting Crisco oil. Crisco oil's light taste sets the flavor free.
Tonight on The Cosby Show, join the fun when Cliff's parents celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. Then on Family Ties, is Alex ready to fraternize with Skippy in his campus fraternity? After that, it's a happy half hour on the house at Cheers, followed by the Wild Bunch on Nothing in Common.
Coming up, as Cruz lost his will to live now that Eden's gone. Meanwhile, can Eden escape or will she be a prisoner forever? Santa Barbara is next with an exciting episode from WDSU TV6.
Join us each weekday for the continuing story of Another World.